Hi, welcome back. I'm Paul.
And I'm Mike with Enough to Be Dangerous.
And we're here with our sons Eli
and Isaac.
And today we're going to teach the boys how to make a fire with flint and steel from materials we find in the forest.
Grain of salt, gotta take
Okay, guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find materials laying around, right? And we're going to start small, all right? We're going to start with like small wood shavings, all the real fine materials, okay? Because think of fire like a baby, okay? The baby starts very small and then it grows and grows and grows. We're going to have to start very small with wood shavings, and we're going to go to very small sticks and twigs. And so here's the thing about the sticks and twigs. If you bend it and it's just bendy, right? There's too much moisture in it. But if you bend it and it snaps, you hear that? How it snaps? Then that is dry and we can use that for our fire, okay? We're gonna start with the very small and we're gonna go slightly bigger. And then as that flame starts to build, we're gonna throw slightly bigger stuff on top of that. And then our last step will be real big stuff to start like building an actual fire out of it.
So now the hard part, we're gonna go and collect all 4 different sizes. We're gonna sort them out on the table, and then we'll get to starting a fire. So let's go grab some sticks and twigs and moss. All right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, let's run.
Isaac, is this a good one? All right, nope.
What happens if we grab a live branch? Look at this. You hear it snap?
It bends too much.
It's bendy. Yeah, it's not dry enough.
One.
That's a good snap. Yeah, bring it to the table. Hey, look at this one right here, guys. This has got lots of little stuff, right, on the ends, and then as you go up, it gets bigger, and then it gets really big, right? So we got a lot of different material from this one piece. The more material we can find, the better chance we're going to have of starting a fire. Eli, hand me that piece there that you have there. Look at this. Okay. This feels a little wet, but if we can find this stuff that's already all dried out, we can use this for tinder. This is going to be our smallest stuff. This is going to hold our spark, and that's what's going to
You want it to look like this or
grow up into a flame. See how dry this is compared to this one? So we can find lots of this that's really dry. That's going to help us get started. We can put this in our super tiny
So
pile.
we still need everything, but let's find some super, super dry small stuff too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so any of the real light green stuff we don't want, but this darker brown, all dried out stuff, that's exactly what we're looking for.
okay. Let me just get my.
Oh, that's perfect, buddy. Yeah, put that with the little sticks. Take a look, that might be lots of good stuff. So you see a lot of green on here, which makes me think maybe it's sensitive. Like we bend it, and it's not snapping. See how bendy it is? And look, see inside of here? See all the green? That means it's pretty wet. So this one probably won't work so good for us. Yeah, so let's toss that one and see what else we can find. Break that up. All right, throw it up there. I think we've got everything we need. We can start with this. All right, guys, so we are gonna cheat a little bit. This big log that you found, Isaac, we're gonna get to the middle of it because the outside's kind of soggy, see? But if you look at the inside, this is nice and dry. And what we can do is take a knife and we could split this in half. Look at that. We get to the middle of it. We get to the dry stuff. You can even see on here. See how it's real dark. It's real wet. And then we get real dry. So we only need a tiny little bit of this. And we're going to use this as our real small materials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and just take tiny little shavings off of it. And we got to be careful not to drop these on the ground because then we lose them.
Does that make your knife sharper?
Nope.
No.
Does it make it less sharp?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's okay. You can always sharpen your knives.
Maybe we'll do a video on sharpening knives.
Or just find a rock and see what happens. So another thing I can show you guys. Do you know what a featherboard is?
No idea.
I'm guessing it's feathers.
No, it's actually wood. So we took all these shavings, right? We cut these off. But now, if we take a chunk of wood, okay, we take this dry stuff, and we make these shavings, if I can even do it.
This is a tough one to.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a perfect material for this, but we can try. This is all kind of soggy. But if we make these shavings and don't actually cut them off all the way, and we just
So
make a
it almost
bunch
looks,
of
I
them.
almost made one right here. It looks like.
See all these little chunks of shavings that are kind of flipping up, but they're not coming off?
Yeah.
So this is
So-
what he's talking about.
What we're doing is we're creating a ton of surface area, right? So we got all these little chunks of wood sticking out of here all over the place. And now when the fire grabs that, it's gonna burn all of these. Instead of just one chunk of wood, we got all these little tiny pieces of wood that are gonna go up in flames, okay?
Got some wood that feels kind of papery,
Yeah,
very
That's
light.
good.
Oh, that's a big spider.
And a spider, perfect.
Oh,
No,
perfect.
I don't want spiders. They're creepy. They're part of nature.
You gotta eat them before they eat you. What we're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna start the fire up here. We're gonna set it on this piece of bark, and then once it gets a little bigger, we're gonna transfer it down into the fire pit, okay? Because it's a lot easier to work right here than it is to work down in that hole. So what I'm gonna do, okay, we got our small pile ready here. Hand me the tin there. We're gonna take our real small tinder, okay, and I'm just gonna kind of shake it around and fluff it up. The fluffier it is, the easier it's going to be to get it to take a spark.
So we
Those all
have
connect
dead
together.
leaves, moss, dead grass, anything that's super light
We're going to try,
and combustible.
and we're going to see what this will do for us. Okay, guys, so check it out. This here is a flint. It's a piece of flint. It's a rock, okay?
Is that like from Minecraft? And that's
Just like Minecraft, yeah. Okay, so this is the flint,
And
and
that's
this
the
is the steel. Okay, now when we hold the flint, all right, we can't just hit it with the steel, right? It doesn't do anything, right? So what we do is we look at this flint as though it's a knife blade, okay? Now when we hit it with the steel, we're gonna wanna hold this at like a 45 degree, like we're shaving off pieces of the steel, because that's exactly what we're doing. And when these chunks of steel come off of here, they're gonna come off as sparks, really hot. So you can watch. Look, you guys see when I do this?
Yeah.
You see those sparks coming off? Okay, now we need something to catch those sparks, right? Because I could do it
That's what
on top of
that's
this.
for.
It's not really gonna do
But we
anything.
need this.
Well, here's the problem though, is those sparks only stay hot for a very short amount of time. By the time they hit this tinder, they're cold, okay? So what we do is we're cheating a little bit again, okay? We're gonna stack the deck. What I have in here is what's called char cloth. Okay, this was one of my old t-shirts. I cut it up into chunks, and then I got them super, super hot, and it burned off everything that wasn't carbon, okay? So carbon will catch the spark.
And then bring it.
So I hold this, that's right, it'll catch the spark and it'll hold it, and it will just smolder very slowly for a long time. So I'm gonna set this on top of my flint, and then as I strike this with the steel, remember at that angle, so it looks like it's shaving off chunks of steel, then those sparks will fall up, they'll jump onto this.
Did you guys know it
char
was even
cloth.
possible to start a fire without a lighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or-
Like steel
or a
wool
blor-
and battery.
A blowtorch. So the first humans, okay, think cavemen, they didn't have steel per se, okay? What they had was called iron pyrite. So when this comes out of the ground, it comes out of the ground in rocks, and there's just chunks of iron in it. So they would take those rocks, those iron pyrite rocks, and strike them against steel, they would strike them against flint or some other rock. Really the key is that the rock has to be harder than the steel, okay? They would strike the iron pyrite against the flint, and then sparks would come off. And then they realized, hey, wait a minute, I can transfer these sparks into something dry and turn it into a fire, okay? So that's how the first humans made fire.
Now, that being said, it is windy, and it is Oregon, so it is wet.
And it is so much easier to say it than to do it.
So we are gonna give it a shot here.
Okay, so you guys can watch me ride the struggle bus here as I try to
Get in
strike
on
this.
get the camera
flint
in
and
here.
steel. All right, so I'm gonna strike it. It might take me a few tries, okay? So you can see it's black, and you can watch when I catch a spark.
It's falling apart.
Maybe I try another one too.
If we weren't videoing, it would have already happened.
Oh, here we go. I got one going and I wasn't even paying attention. Look,
You see it?
Oh yeah, there we go.
So when I blow on it, it gets hot. So now what I'm going to do is tuck this into this little
Like holding a baby in a
little nest of
blanket.
tinder. Remember, heat goes up.
I smell smoke.
So I'm going to hold it
Yeah,
underneath.
See the smoke coming out?
Mm-hmm.
You guys hear that crackle?
Yeah. It's like
That's
mini
fire.
Okay, so
Or I might have lost it.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost it.
if it was easy, everyone would do it.
This is why they invented lighters. All right, let's grab another piece of char cloth. That's
100%.
okay.
We did get smoke the first time.
Yes. And tasty nuts here.
I see one.
All right, here we go.
That's big.
And at the bottom.
Did we lose it?
I think so.
Because it's falling at the
Yeah.
bottom. It's
It all
falling
fell
at
out all over me.
Fail!
This is
Paper?
real life. This is the struggle, right? So imagine the early settlers as they were coming across America to the west coast. We're down here in Astoria, Oregon, right? So Lewis and Clark came across the Rockies to find the Pacific Ocean. This is where they stopped, right? So this is what they had to do every time they wanted to make a fire.
Oh, there we go.
Did you get one?
Yep.
That's a little bit. It got more smoke.
That's a lot of smoke.
Seems promising.
We had a fire and it went out.
Smells kind of nice.
Smoke.
I like it.
All right, we lost it.
There's a Lego piece on the ground.
We were there. We had flames.
I know. So what was it that was burning? Was it the leaves,
I think
the
it was
moss,
the grass.
or the grass?
I think it was the grass. Okay.
More grass.
All right. So now, if it was 1806 and we were on an expedition with Lewis and Clark,
You would die.
we'd be dead.
You'll be dead!
Yeah. Luckily,
We're
in
not.
2024,
We went to Fred Meyer's.
we got receipts.
You had a paper towel this whole time.
Look, hey, if Lewis and Clark had receipts, I think they would have used them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Lewis and Clark?
Oh, that's a whole other thing. Sorry.
At least we
Our
have lighters
public
now.
education system has failed our
At least we
children.
have lighters now.
Okay. Pretend like you didn't see this. One more time with feeling. Here we go.
Hope it works.
I saw something catch.
It got it. I see some smoke. A lot of smoke.
I see it like
A lot of smoke. There's the fire. That's a lot of smoke.
You did it!
When it dries, it goes out really fast though.
Again, this stuff is all, none of it's super dry here. This is not ideal.
We'll pass out.
Yeah. I broke.
More receipt! More receipt!
More receipt. Do we need more shavings like
Yes.
this? I feel lightheaded. What? Should I have the medium stick?
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, come on.
Yeah, go ahead and get in there, Jacob.
There's no more medium sticks. Did I get more medium sticks?
Yes.
I have the stick brand is empty. I found. Ooh. Is this medium? When we roll together, it works better. That looks very bad.
What do you think, guys? Should we move it to the fire pit?
Yeah. Yeah. We need.
And you guys have to be the ones to blow on it.
All right, we're gonna move it down there. You gotta keep blowing.
Then we wouldn't have to blow on it.
Okay, so hold on, wait. As soon as Paul gets it down there, you guys can blow on it. Okay, you gotta get down there.
We can't blow. We're out of breath. We need more middle. Got stuff.
More small sticks, guys. Go down the trail and see if you can find more small stuff. We even cheated with a receipt. Still, it's hard.
Add more. It's hard to do here.
You guys hear the popping?
Yeah.
That means the sticks are starting to burn.
I thought that was the spark.
Nope. Well, where do you think the sparks come from?
The sticks.
There you go. Look at this, guys. We got some flames. What do you guys think? Should we stick to the gas fireplace at home where all we have to do is turn a knob and it just fires up?
Yeah.
It's not very
I
fun.
think so too.
I like this.
Say it was a success?
Yeah.
Did we get a fire started with minimal paper, flint, and steel?
Mostly natural materials we
Most-
found.
I have made fire! I have made fire!
Even that, this is not as easy as they make it look. So we cheated a little, but I'd say we had success.
What do you guys think? Yes? There's a fire, right?
Think that worked?
Can you feel the heat?
Yeah. Now how do we put it out?
So that was how we made a fire out of mostly found materials with a flint and steel. Again, we're on the Oregon coast. Nothing is dry here. It's springtime. It rained last night.
But where we're at now, this fire, we could easily get this.
You could build this up and
Build
have
this
a
up.
fire all night
Right.
long. So boys, did you feel like you learned anything?
Yes.
From
we
this?
learned that paper is good for making fires.
Paper and lighters. That's the way to go.
And how to use a flint and steel.
That's right. How to use a flint and steel.
I think we've chosen sides. I think my kid is more of a lighter gasoline type child.
Hey, whatever it takes. I'm Paul
I'm Mike
from Enough to Be Dangerous. We're here with our boys Eli.
and Isaac.
And Eli would like me to tell you that he has a YouTube channel. It's called Eli VR. He does a lot of VR video games and he uploads regularly. And if you could give him a watch, a like, and subscribe, he would really appreciate that. Link in the description. Join us next time. Who needs rum? Just blowing a fire for a while.